Okay, I had a chance to update the drawing based on the measurements I took last week, and made some changes to the design, trying to keep things cost effective, also trying to keep things I think more functional based on my 20 years experience, I'd say. So I've got this half wall I placed in here. I think that's what you envision to do. And usually, probably the most cost-effective way of doing this is to do some finished panels instead of sheetrock. I don't think sheetrock looks that good. So do some finished panels, quarter-inch panels here. And I can build, if you want me to, I can build the half wall, and I'll have a price to build that for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Mr. Electrician would need to have a wire in this wall, and he can run it after the fact and put some outlets behind the half wall. First thing you might notice is I've changed these cabinets a little bit. I used to have a couple of tray dividers in a 36 wide cabinet. I can certainly go back to that, but 2 cabinets are more cost effective than 3. These 2 cabinets here would have roll-out trays, a couple of them each. Of course, this would be a working drawer. Then I also changed this to an 18-inch wide cabinet because that's the best size cabinet for a pull-out trash. Originally it was a 21-inch wide. And then I did a Lazy Susan in the corner. I think you get more storage out of this cabinet than you would a bank of drawers. Certainly, if you want the drawers back, I can do that. Then you might notice that I've removed a wall cabinet, kind of a diagonal angled wall cabinet here. That wall cabinet would be very difficult to get into given the raised bar. So I removed it, and then I've put 2 cabinets of the same width here and here. I've kept the wine cubbyhole cabinet, and the plan is also to put a piece of wood as a valance going across here. That's 3 inches. The intent of that piece of wood is to hide any kind of lighting you want to put underneath this cabinet to light up the sink, which is what I would do. Another feature I've added is what they call a extended rail on this cabinet here. That's basically an integrated filler, a built-in filler. That's so my door can swing open and not hit this panel. So I can actually put a hinge restrictor on this door and not have that door hit that panel. Your dishwasher goes here. That hasn't changed. The configuration of this cabinet might change a little bit depending on what you pick out for an oven. But I've got panels on either side of this tall cabinet, and at the moment it looks like there's 2 drawers. Then we found a home for the microwave. Got it here. I think you've picked out a microwave drawer, which I've done several of. Then there's a working drawer at the bottom of the microwave. Again, another right here. This is another extended rail, built-in filler, so this door, when it swings open, has a little more room so it doesn't hit this panel here. Then we've got the range top. Obviously would want to know the make and model of that range top, so I've got these this cabinet as it should be. Sometimes they vary in height, but in theory these are working drawers here. Then we got a decorative hood. Of course, you could probably see the crown at the top of the cabinets. With a decorative hood, on your other estimate you had a blower, a vent fan. And I can certainly still provide one. I won't quote it. I'll quote it separately. I don't know if it's feasible to blow or vent your cooktop outside. I believe this is an inside wall here, so it might be a bit of a challenge to vent it outside. So I kind of question the practicality of having a vent fan, so I will price the vent fan separately. Bank of 3 drawers here. Let's see. Now you'll see it in the wall cabinets, but there's a void right here, and a void over here, a small one. It's a little more cost effective. I had custom cabinets that I was going to build, but again, to save some money, I've removed that. I can certainly go back to that, but I've removed those custom cabinets, and I've done a what they call a inside corner filler to make these two cabinets join together. You just lose a little storage space, not much, but you do save money by sticking with cabinets that are in the catalog and not outside the catalog. Did the same thing with the base cabinet. So essentially, there's a little bit of a void right here. Same thing on this side. Little void there. This cabinet would have roll-out trays in it, 2 of them, in a working drawer. This is a good cabinet to store your cookie sheets on a vertical. This is the space for the refrigerator. If a specific model number refrigerator has been selected, then obviously I'd want to know that, so I have the niche of this space the right size. And then we'll call this the broom closet, or broom cabinet. It's got 2 decorative doors on the side. These are just for show. And you can see where the knobs are. That's where you gain access, and it swings to the right. And I've got a flush toe kick in the bottom to give it a more decorative look. You can see the crown molding will end up returning it on the end of the wall, against the wall. So that's pretty much the whole design. If I can be more specific, by all means let me know, and I will include the estimate for the cabinets with a hickory. I think you've changed over to a hickory. Would need to know, it doesn't change the price, but there's several stain options. You can just do natural, but if you want to tone down the hickory grain of the wood, it can be kind of a wild look, but it looks pretty nice. Hickory wood. It's very hard wood, so it's durable. But if you see something you'd like to go back to, like these 2 cabinets, if you don't like that, then I can change it. But or if you have questions about anything in the design, let me know what they are, and I'll be happy to help.